Okay, I have a hitter matched up with Manny Ramirez, and you see a lot of words on the screen: stance, load, weight transfer, magic move, and they're all color coded. Green meaning everything's in place, yellow meaning we better look into it, red meaning this has to change. Okay, and how this program works, how I have it set up, is the 8 key points I have, and I'll go through them right now. You got number 1, the back of the load. Number 2 is the toe touch. Number 3 is a heel plant. Number 4 is a slot. Number 5 is contact. Number 6 is extension. Number 7 is your second extension. And number 8 is the finish. With this hitter, we're just going to start from the beginning, and we got the stance. Okay, so we'll just back it up to the stance, and I have it marked yellow for one main reason. And if you look at his feet, they're a little bit, pointed outwards, and you got this one heading this way, and this one over here heading way out that way. And what that does is it creates an angle in the back leg that we don't want. If you see Manny, you see his line that's going up his back is pretty darn straight. So this causes problems in a couple different parts of this swing, and we'll get to them in a little bit. But that's the first thing I'd want this kid to correct. The second part of the swing is the load. Okay, the load's very important. It's a position where we're getting ready to make a move. Okay, and if I get both of them to the loaded position, the back of the load, you can see where that back knee is still severely bent with his knee over his back foot. The knee over the back foot's not that big of a deal, but this angle, once again, is going to cause problems. Okay, so I have the load marked as red, and I don't like the foot that high either. Some guys could hit like that, but it's going to be tough to get your timing. And you'll see later on in this swing there was a timing issue. The third is weight transfer. Okay, everybody says stay back. There's a right way. You got to move forward, and there's a right way to do it. Basically, you want to stay stacked with your midsection to your head, and in this loaded position, he's already getting out of that position. Okay, Manny's right there, right where he needs to be. And as he moves forward in the swing, he keeps that same angle where his head is not over his midsection, it's behind it. Okay, and you look at Manny, and once again, he's right where he needs to be. So he's making a positive move forward, okay, but he's doing it the right way. This other kid's moving forward, which we want, but he's not stacked up, and that's why I marked it yellow. Okay, so that's something that you're going to want to work on with this swing, just staying stacked a little bit longer. Alright, the magic move I have also marked yellow. Let me explain it. It's basically what happens when the front heel hits the ground. You're going to want the back heel to start its rotation, the whole back side of your body to start rotation. There's a timing element in the magic move, and there's a mechanical element in the magic move, and they're all equally important. With this particular swing, you can see on heel plant here, the front heel is getting down, and the back heel is starting to come up, and the back side is starting to turn, and the hands are starting to move. Okay, the timing of this move isn't all that bad. It kind of works together. However, I have a problem, and the reason I marked this yellow and it should be red is basically this elbow right here. This elbow is leading the hands by a long ways. Okay, if I get both hitters in the same position, okay, you see this elbow is still leading the hands there, and you see Manny's elbow, excuse me on that one, see Manny's elbow pretty much right under his hands. This is a big key in the swing. This is a short swing versus long swing, loopy swing versus direct swing, and another thing that I look for right here is how close the midsection of the bat is to the shoulder. We got a lot of space here. We're right here. We don't have a lot of space. So you're going to want to get that bat a little bit tighter to the body, and we're going to be able to do that with leading with the hands a little bit better. You got to get that elbow working properly and your hands working properly. And I'm going to actually change this right now. I got to make that red. So you're going to want to work on that magic move. I called it a magic move because that's precisely what it is. If this move works on time, you know, your feet are working at the right time, and your mechanics are right here where your hands are leading, and you're on time with the ball, you have a good chance to hit the ball hard. Okay, when you leading that elbow like that, it's going to be tough. So we're going to need to work on that as well. Okay, compression. Okay, if we go to the back of the load with both of these swings, okay, you're going to see, let me move this forward a little bit here. I got this right here. You're going to see his eyes and his head move up. And you're going to see Manny's moving down. Okay, there's a big difference here. We have to move down. We have to compress when we're going to hit. Okay, lock in on the left hand side of the screen and watch this head go up. Okay, and lock in on the right hand side of the screen and watch Manny's head go down. He's getting in a much better position to make solid contact. Okay, let me move that out of the way. Next is head movement. This is not exactly the same as compression, although his head was moving the wrong direction. But the head movement forward is okay as long as our body's stacked. However, if we get to the right spot here, the head wants to stay still when we get to the heel plant. So I'm going to put both in the heel plant here. We'll move this down. Move Manny's down. And as I move through this swing, you can see a lot of head movement in that circle. It's staying in the circle. You can see the top of his head coming up again. That's why I marked it red. But there's a lot of movement going on there during impact. He's coming up and he rolled over the ball. Okay, so we're going to want to keep that head steady. And through contact, we don't want our head to be moving up. Lock in on Manny right now. His is moving down. From here to here, it's moving down. And the other one's moving up. So that's another thing to key in on and just be aware that that's going on. Okay, backside release. Okay, we get to the toe touch. I'm going to move my little circle around this foot and a circle around Manny's foot. and I have it marked green, and the reason why is because the move works properly. You actually don't want to squish the bug, you want to kind of release the bug, and I'm going to show you what I mean. As the hitter starts going, I'll move them both together, that foot will slide forward. Okay. The degree that it slides forward is not a big deal. There's major league hitters that hit 320, 330 that move a foot, foot and a half. Some come completely off the ground. Some just move a fraction of an inch. The bottom line is that backside is releasing everything into the ball. So on this particular swing, we're tapping into everything we had to offer. It doesn't mean you hit the ball good, but at least we're getting some power into this swing. Okay. Extension. Extension happens after contact, and I marked this one red basically because this move right here, this is the first bit of extension, and what I look for is a straight line from that back shoulder to the bat, and Manny's pretty much right there, just a little bit off, but not bad. He's getting good extension there. But we look over here and we have a severe angle in this bat, and this is basically him rolling his hands the wrong way to this part of the swing. Let me erase these lines here, and if you look at Manny's hands, he's still palm up, palm down at this position, and the hitter on the left hand side of the screen is, I can see the whole back side of his hand, so he's just releasing the bat wrong, so his extension and release is going to need to change, otherwise he's going to be doing this a lot. Basically, as he gets to his second extension, it's a little bit better. He's reaching out a little bit, but that first part of the extension is what I graded, and that's why he topped this ball. You see him hit this ball and it goes straight down into the ground. Okay, and of course, timing. If I were to play this forward, you could see that contact is going to be at our front foot or a little bit in front, and that's basically where he hit it. This is our contact point, so he was on time with the pitch. However, if I just play this forward, you're going to see a big hesitation because his timing was screwed up before he even started to swing. So I'm going to go ahead and play that swing real quick. There's a little hesitation there, and that hesitation is him landing early and not really, the ball was not really ready to be struck. So take a look again. There's a little bit of a hesitation there. It's going to kill him every single time. Listen, if you don't have your timing right, you're not going to hit. So it's critically important that we work on our timing. Okay, I'm going to play Manny's swing. This swing here is in slow motion, so it's going to take a little bit longer, but go ahead. What you'll notice is when his front heel lands, his backside is coming and everything is nice and compressed, and then he gets to the ball and extends through it. So here you go. Right when that heel hits, that backside is going to start coming. Right there, no hesitation, right into the pitch. Beautiful extension, nice backside release, and good finish. Okay, so on this particular hitter, I got a lot of negative marks. Not a big deal. Sometimes these red marks come from one thing, like a timing issue. When the timing's not there, the swing tends to break down. So keep that in mind. Hope you liked the video, and I'll talk to you later.